What's going on, guys and gals? So today's video, I want to talk about and go over some tips on how to lower your blood sugar naturally. Why is blood sugar important? Well, if you don't monitor your blood sugar properly and you get the crazy glucose and insulin spikes, you could become a pre-diabetic and eventually a diabetic, have diabetes. In the most extreme cases, if you do become diabetic, that can cause blindness, blurred vision, and even amputating of your leg. This is very extreme, but it's something that I'm not trying to scare you guys and gals, but it's something that you want to take very seriously. Especially kids these days, especially in America, are becoming pre-diabetic at such a young age. So today's video, I'm gonna go over some tips. Some of these are very basic tips, and it can apply to a lot of other things, but I'll get a little bit more specific. So comes down to diet and exercise and a few other things, sleep and et cetera, et cetera. So with the exercise portion, you definitely do want to exercise. You want to cardiovascular exercise and do some anaerobic exercise such as weight training. I recommend working out at least like 3 or 4 times a week, a combination of weight training and some cardiovascular exercise such as running, walking, cycling, etc., etc. The reason why it's so important, more specifically, excuse me, is that when you exercise, you actually raise your insulin sensitivity, and insulin is a hormone in our body that helps regulate our blood sugar. And when you raise your insulin sensitivity, it allows your cells within your body to be more efficient at regulating your blood sugar in your bloodstream, if that makes sense. So by doing this will help keep your blood sugars, at bay. So that is the exercise portion. Now the diet portion, there's going to be some segments within this, and I'm going to branch off, but you want to focus more on lower carbohydrates. You want to stay away from the refined white flour, the refined sugars, the candy bars, the white bread, the white rice. White rice is not that bad, but if you're sensitive to insulin spikes, then you might want to stick with the whole grains and the brown rice, etc., etc. Instead of regular potatoes, try sweet potatoes, which leads me to the glycemic index. If you just go on Google or go on whatever search engine, when you type in glycemic index, there's a numeric number, and the higher the number, that's the higher the glycemic index, which means it'll basically spike your blood sugar, your insulin higher through the roof. So you want to focus stuff that's lower on the glycemic index, sweet potatoes, a lot of green vegetables, broccoli, salad, brown rice, blah, blah, blah. Stay away from the candy, the sweets, the sugary beverages. If you're gonna, drink a lot of water, stay hydrated. This is all part of keeping a well-balanced diet and help keep your blood sugar at bay. Outside of diet and exercise, I said very, very briefly at the beginning of this video, is sleep. You want to get a good amount of sleep. This is not my expertise, but I do know that when you don't get a lot of sleep, it can raise another hormone called the stress hormone, cortisol. You may have heard of it. This is counterintuitive to keeping your blood sugar at bay. And the other thing indirectly is that when you don't get a good amount of sleep, you actually are more prone to making poor diet decisions, or not healthy. You're more prone to making bad decisions, bad food choices, because you're more agitated, you're on the run, whatever the reason. So you want to try to get at least, I don't know, they say 7 to 9 hours for adults, and that's going to vary. There is a small exception of people, a small minority of people that can get less than 7. Typically me, I try to at least get 7 to 8 if I can. 9 is a thing of the past because I have a kid. So these are just some things you want to focus on. The other thing is you want to get in a good amount of dietary fiber in your diet. Fiber is not only good for digestion, but it's also good to help keep your blood sugar at reasonable levels. So that's pretty much my 2 cents. over the years with my channel, I do promote a higher protein, lower carbohydrate diet, more just food that that doesn't have 50 million ingredients. A lot of chicken, fish, beef, or within beef, I try to stay away from pork, not too much. Eggs, ground turkey, ground chicken, a lot of green vegetables, healthy fats from olive oil, just a lot of natural stuff. If you do this naturally, not only, I know this video is about blood sugar, but yeah, you're gonna kill like 5 birds with one stone. There's a good chance if you follow this advice, you're gonna not only keep your blood sugar at bay and not be pre-diabetic, but you're also gonna have probably lower blood pressure, better cholesterol levels. If you get a physical and you run in at your doctor's office, you're going to have a clean bill of health. Your lab work will probably come back pretty good. My lab work was pretty good, not flawless, but it was pretty good. So hopefully this advice that I'm giving you not only applies to keeping your blood sugar at bay, but in general keeping your general health in good spirits. So that's my time. Thanks for watching. Comments, questions, always welcome. Hopefully this video was helpful, excuse me, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye.